Hello and welcome to Starcraft 2 England. Got ZvZ game, actually one I played myself, and let's switch over to the game. So, get things started, on normal speed however, don't want it on times 4, I watched it through as always. We've got the blue Zerg, myself, Mada, in the bottom position, and Grou, the red Zerg, in the 9 o'clock position. Now this is close by air, so again, if it does get into the later game, we might see some Utilist play, quite easy to harass, again maybe even some drops, a Nidus Worm, who knows. So, both being fairly friendly. This is a platinum level game. I am not the most amazing player in the world. However, if we do see, we've got the Overlord High 5 going on. For people wondering, this is Shattered Temple, the map, I forgot to mention that earlier. Key differences to the really old version of the map is there is now rocks blocking the entrance to this island expansion. It never used to have rocks there, it used to be only accessible by air. Again, as this is the latest patch, there is no longer close by ground position, which is very good. It means no more rushes. So both players are getting up to the 13 position, so we should see something happening. I mean, they both scouted each other. You can see neither one's gone from an early pool. So again, anything could be happening now. Mada's on 14. At this point in the game, either they're going to be really risky and take a hatch first, which I'd imagine would happen, considering neither one's dropped an extractor for a 14-14, and there is the hatch down on 14 for Mada, and I believe a 16 hatch is going to come down for Grou. Now, this does mean that there's a slight economic advantage for Grou at this stage, just with an additional drone, but again, the hatch will come out faster, which means extra production, so that should be negated pretty quickly. Now the real question is when the pool's going to come out. Both are scouting each other, so no, neither started the pool yet. Grou is starting the pool on 16, and Mada will probably now, start the pool there we go. So again, both have got the pool down at similar timings. The extractor's down for Grou. Again, considering saturation's nearing max on the minerals, for those of you who don't know, 2 lines of selected drones is optimal mineral harvesting per base. So I'd imagine Mada will drop down that extractor on cue. Overlord spread, as always, most important. As the pool is dropped, the queens could be coming out soon, so it's always good to move your overlords out of the direct line of fire of the queens. Generally, feel good spread all the way down the base, trying to make sure that you've got the whole line of ground attack covered, so you can see when any Ling Rung buys are coming or general army movements of your enemy. So Mada's base is now down. We have, again, quite a lot of stacked minerals, but they'll soon go when 2 queens are started and 10 lings. Again, the 10 lings mainly chosen just to put on some early pressure, because obviously with a hatch first, you're looking for going for quite a safe build. I mean, Grou is starting metabolic boost right on 100 gas. Mada's slightly behind on the metabolic boosts, but all these lings are clearly just going to go and attack, and at this stage will be quite effective. I mean, Grou has 2 lings coming out. He does have a queen on the way. Got a queen on his main. Mada, on the other hand, has both queens nearly about to finish. I mean, they'll probably be selected quite quickly. First one dropping down a creep tree to connect the base, and some spawn lava. So these 2 lings are going to go down pretty quickly. Again, no losses for Mada. There is a Baneling nest being started by Grou, which could change position, and this queen's probably going to die now. That'll be quite a big hit. I mean, losing your queen this early in the game means you don't get any spawn lava, which massively hits your production. He's also very oversaturated, 3 drones oversaturated on his main. Has scouted the Baneling nest as well. Now, Mada might react now, ideally with some roaches. Again, these lings are just being annoying, missing mining time for Grou. Again, they're probably going to get cleaned up pretty quickly now with Queen, a lot of drones. If we go to the lost tab very quickly, you'll see that it was quite a cost-effective engagement. Quite a lot of missed mining time and also sniped Queen. So, if we switch back, the Roach one has started for Mada, and also the second extractor. This is basically ideal. Banelings are pretty much useless against roaches, however there is now a Ling Rung by coming in, but it will be picked up by all these overlords nicely positioned. The queen is blocked off the ramp. Again, Zerglings can't get through if you block that properly, so spine crawler will unfortunately get cancelled, but there are 12 lings on there, so that'll quickly clean up that mess. They couldn't get into the main. Again, the roach warren is starting to finish off. 3 spine crawlers going down. It might be a slight overreaction, especially against lings, because obviously with speed they're so quick that if you don't block off your ramp, they can simply run by the spine crawlers into the main or even to the back of the natural, and basically the spines won't do much there. I mean, with some micro you could possibly snipe a few banelings before they got in too close, but again, don't think that'll be a problem. Quite a lot of roaches on the way. The queens and jacks aren't perfect, but there has been some pressure, so we'll let that off. Ultimately though, these lings in the middle aren't doing much. If we go to the income tab, we'll see that they're pretty even on workers. Grou slightly ahead, but these roaches are going to quickly clean up these lings, I would imagine. Might lose a drone or two, sacrificing them just to make sure that the ramp's covered, which is again a wise move. You don't want to go in and lose all of your main base. Now, this is a glaring error. No drones transferred to this extractor. Again, missed out. Isn't massively affecting the resource gathering. I mean, quite low on gas, but isn't affecting the game at the moment, just purely because Mada seems to be taking quite an aggressive stance, pumping out quite a lot of roaches. We go to the unit tab. Mada's on 12 lings and 14 roaches against a couple of banelings. Now, if those banelings do get sniped, it's good. However, as I said, without blocking the ramp, lings can run straight in and do quite a lot of damage. If you go to the loss tab, then yep, quite a few workers dying. Again, not massive losses, but enough. If we go to the units loss tab, we'll also see that actually surprisingly Grou is still behind, which again is advantageous for Mada here. We'll see what's really going to come up. The lair is started for Grou, which obviously will mean that if he holds off any more pressure, he will have the advantage of going into lair tech, possibly mutas, maybe infestors. Either one would be very effective in this game, because the only anti-air is at the moment one queen. Didn't actually notice that queen did get sniped there. It is getting rebuilt, but still loss of production. As I was saying, mutas would be effective as there's very little anti-air, there's no evolution changes for spore crawlers, but likewise infestors are very strong against roaches due to the plus damage of fungal growth against armour. Now Grou is clearing out this gold base, but there is a big push seeming to be coming. I don't think, if I switch to the unit tab, Grou has enough to defend this at the moment. You'll have to spot that pretty quickly. He's only got 11 roaches and 16 roaches now, but still against 20 roaches in Mada. There are 2 more on the way, but that's not really going to be enough. Now, will Mada spot those roaches up the top by the gold? No, he doesn't. Pushing straight in instead, doing quite a lot of damage. Those banelings completely wasted against roaches. The zerglings are free to snipe down the queen. There is a surround being done by Grou, which could give him an edge, possibly, but to be honest, with the pure numbers of 18 roaches and 8 lings against 8 roaches, this is only going one way. So, these roaches are quickly taken down. The drones are being pulled back while the lings take little nibbles out of them. But to be honest, I think this is pretty much over, and there's the G. So, again, this shows how varied ZvZ can be. I mean, those ling run by earlier on could have done a lot more damage. It was some good drone micro. Again, the banelings could have been utilised better, but because of the early pressure, it was scouted. The roach one ideally countered that. Again, not too sure on the spine crawlers. There wasn't any roach play done by Grou, so it wasn't integral. Again, in jets, if we have a look, this queen's 77 energy. I think that was the only queen which stayed alive for Mada the entire game, but again, could have been a bit better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the stream. I'll be sure to keep adding up videos of either myself. If you've got any videos, I'll be adding up a link shortly that you can send to me for replays, and I'll be happy to commentate them. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, and look forward to casting some more videos for you.